And I'm driving on Magnolia, and I make a left onto fucking Cahuenga, whatever that was.
Cahuenga.
And I see Simeone walking like, Johnny, tip-top Magoo, nowhere.
He's taking a stroll. Yeah.
And I go, where the fuck is Lee? And Lee looks like fucking the guy from, what's the guy that rings bells? Quasimodo. He's like, his whole left side was stuck. He looked like the guy in Splash when he shot himself with the Novocaine. What's that dude? And whatever was ripping him out of there, Tom Hanks, and he's like, hold on, what a week I'm having. Lee was just discombobulated. And I was like,
I hated it.
And I go, this cannot.
It was hot. I was 300 something pounds.
I was so concerned. We would have talks.
Yeah.
Joey and I would talk. And like I was so concerned. And then when I started to see the weight come off, but to see it in person, I'm so proud of you guys. And happy for you.
It was happy, yeah.
Happy for you.
Yeah, it just I don't know. I just wasn't ready, I guess.
But it wasn't the food. Like I was telling my wife before, guys, we were in a time capsule, out in LA. We were just in a time capsule. And there was so much going on, but then again, there was nothing going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there was a lot going on. I got to go to the store. We got a podcast. We're going to get the guy from the Foo Fighters this week. There was a lot going on, but there was nothing going on.
Yeah.
And we were in, and as fucked up as this sounds, I don't want you to think we're whining or anything. We were having the time of our life. Yeah, looking back right now, anybody who went in there, and you guys have seen it when you watch the old episodes, Theo doing mushrooms, acid church, fucking Owen Benjamin walking to Tuscaloosa, fucking, he's still walking, that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? We didn't have an idea. We didn't know what we were doing, but for you people who were at home watching, yeah, it was a party, but it weighed a lot. He wasn't sleeping. I wasn't sleeping, I remember waking up in the mornings and going to piss and with my dick in my hand. And to you guys, it was I wasn't being a hypocrite. I was just doing my job. For you guys, I was having a great time, but I still remember in the mornings waking up going, I can't believe I got 2 spots at the store tonight.
Yeah.
Like, I can't fucking believe I got 2 spots at the store tonight. Like, my day is not going to be over till 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And when you're a comedian, when you're a musician, when you're a singer, when you're a blowjobber, whatever the fuck you do. I mean, Mike's a musician. Mike, if I told you you were playing a gig tonight at 8 o'clock, what time would you get there? 4 in the afternoon, We were talking about Steve. When you're a comic, you hate the daytime. When you're a real comic, you fucking hate the daytime. There's nothing going on in the daytime that's got anything to do with you. Jobs, courts, gyms, none of that shit. When you're a comic, you can't wait. You want to wake up at 7:45, somebody throw you in the shower and just throw you to do, because that's all you think about all day. When I did comedy till 2007, when I woke up in the morning, this is all I had on my mind. 2 things. How many shows do I have tonight, and how am I going to get a gram of Coke tonight? Nothing else. I didn't think about eating. I didn't think about fucking. I didn't think about sucking. You think about 2 things. Where am I getting on stage tonight, and how am I getting a gram of blow tonight?
Yeah. That's
what you think of when you're in a comic, the first 10 fucking years. If you're thinking about something else, you're not doing it right. If you're thinking about your wedding or, I can't wait to see what Kim Kardashian's doing. No, it's not going to work out for you. If you give a fuck about Pete Davidson, it's not going to work out for you. All you got to give a fuck about in the morning when you're doing comedy is to get on stage. Am I right?
Yeah,
Am I right?
Well, how scary is it, though? Because, like, now that I've had a day job for a while, I can't imagine, like, working a full 9-10 hour day and then doing stand. Like, that's a lot. And it's also, like, how do you, like, because you eventually have to make the switch to not doing a day job, but if you're not making that much money.
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, my God.
And plus, I had to work, like, minimum wage day jobs because they were flexible. In case Joey said, you want to come out on the road with me. In case Paulie said, I have 2 weeks, we're going to go on a tour of the Midwest for 2 weeks. You can't have a job like yours with real responsibility.
Well, are they actually flexible, or do you just, like, have to get new jobs all the time? Because, like, you're like, I'm just going to quit this job.
No, the nice lady at the gym, remember the Hollywood gym where I worked? She always kept a job for me.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
The pizza places that I worked at, My buddy
You just be
Jules
like,
at
I'm not
the
coming
Slice.
in.
Yeah, they'd be like, they were like, this is why you're here. Go do it. Yeah, so I worked at pizza
Oh, that's
places, gyms, and then telemarketing. But it's exhausting because you would have to work 2 different jobs. You're not making overtime anywhere. You're not getting any benefits. And then you're getting up on stage at 10 o'clock at night with either working comics that have been sleeping all day or like rich. I didn't realize how many people in LA were just rich kids that didn't have to work. That's all they did was just like, an open mic. That was their job. They'd work 3 minutes a day. And then it was exhausting.
When I got into comedy, I worked the first 3 years. I was paying attorney fees and rent and all that shit. But by 95, I'm like, fuck work. Fuck my credit rating. Fuck all you motherfuckers. For years, because all your life you're going to be worrying about. Listen, when you get into comedy, you're a fucking nomad. When you get into music, you're a fucking nomad, okay? When you become a librarian, there's a lot of fucking librarians. But when you become a comic, you might be the only comic in your fucking neighborhood or your fucking state or whatever.
Yeah.
So, by the 4th year, all my focus was on stand-up. Why are you going to get a job for? What are you going to get a job for? Somebody come up to you, what's this today's special? The Laugh Factory. What? Right. That's what happens. When you have a day job and you're a comedian or you're a musician and you got a gig that night, that's all you're looking for.
Yeah.
If I would have had a family, I would have had to have a day job, go home, put the kids to sleep, whatever, help my wife or whatever the fuck I had to do, and then hopefully somebody's got a spot for you at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's a great life. I mean, if you make $60,000 a year in your day job, whatever, selling insurance, an office job, an economist, you could still put together another 10 G's a year at night working comedy.
Oh, yeah.
You could do the weekends. I worked with a couple guys that were fucking hilarious in Denver. One black guy in particular, I forget what his name was. I loved him. He was a fucking attorney.
Wow.
So at night he would have, and you want me to tell you what his joke was? My favorite joke he had? Mm-hmm. He was a black dude, really handsome dude, cool. I forget what his name is, God forgive me. But he would have, his closer was, you guys like The Godfather? And people go, yeah, we like The Godfather. He goes, this is my impersonation of Vito Corleone. And he would turn around and put the cotton balls in his mouth. And then he'd turn back around and he'd go, somebody fucked up my teeth. That was an impersonation. And I used to love that goofy shit. I love silly, yeah.